This episode is brought to you by Nordstrom. Whether you're packing for a vacation or dressing for a wedding, Nordstrom has head-to-toe looks for wherever summer takes you. From swimwear and bold color to romantic florals and dresses that make an entrance, find the right style for every unforgettable moment. Shop new arrivals from brands you love like Farm Rio, Free People, Vince, Wait, and Stod. Plus free shipping and returns and styling help whenever you need it make it all so easy. Shop now in stores at Nordstrom.com or download the Nordstrom app.
Girl, winter is so last season. And now spring's got you looking at pictures of tank tops with hungry eyes. Your algorithm is feeding you cutoffs. You're thirsty for the sun on your shoulders. That perfect hang on the patio sundress. Those sandals you can wear all day and all night. And you've had enough of shopping from your couch. Done hoping it looks anything like the picture when you tear open that envelope? It's time for a little in-person spring treat. It's time for a trip to Ross. Work your magic.
Plan B is a backup birth control option that's there for you when things don't go according to plan. It specifically works after unprotected sex and before pregnancy occurs by temporarily delaying ovulation. Plan B is available nationwide at all major retailers and through delivery apps like DoorDash. No ID, prescription, or age requirement. It's the #1 OBGYN recommended brand of emergency contraception, and it won't impact your future fertility. That's freedom to be. Use as directed.
I have no idea how to get enough protein for my body weight every day. Any suggestions? This is JJ Virgin, 4-time New York Times bestselling author, celebrity nutrition expert, and fitness Hall of Famer. I've been on a lifelong quest for answers to the toughest health questions. And now I'm sharing what I found with you. Welcome to Ask the Health Expert. DK LaRussa 63 from Instagram asks, I have no idea how to consume 0.5 to 0.75 grams of protein per pound of my body weight in protein every day. I didn't even come close to that amount suggested for my weight is 75 to 125 grams. Any suggestions? Because I really don't know what to eat after reading that. I don't eat much anyway, so this will be an effort. All right. Yes, I've broken it down for you, and I'll even explain what protein is and why you want it. So stay with me. I'll be right back. Okay, so one of the questions I get asked probably most often, besides, what do you eat, is how much protein do I need? And protein needs vary. If you are going through a very stressful event, if you are healing from a surgery or an illness, you are going to need more protein. At the very least, what I tell people is a 0.5 gram per pound of body weight a day. To me, that's the least. But if you've got more stress, if you're healing, I push that up to 0.75 gram per pound of body weight a day. So I divide that over 2 to 3 meals, depending on if you're eating 2 or 3 meals. And if you're like when my son was in the hospital, 13 fractures, healing from a massive traumatic brain injury, we had him up at 1 gram per pound of body weight because he had massive healing to do. But for most of us, it's probably in the range of 0.5 gram to 3/4 gram per pound of body weight. That's an easy way to look at it. If you want to get really scientific, I'd actually have you do your body fat. I'd look at your lean body mass, and I do it based on that. But, most of us aren't looking at that, and this gives you a pretty good target to go hit. So what does that look like? So I'm assuming that your weight is about 150 pounds or close, and you were looking at hitting, and let's say you're looking at hitting 100 grams of protein a day. Well, let's look at that. Protein smoothie in the morning. So in the morning, I take my smoothie mix, and I actually use one of my paleo-inspired mixes and one of my plant. I mix them together. That gets me probably 22 grams of protein right there. Then, if you add in anything else, like I add in some nut milk, and maybe I'll add in some freshly ground flaxseed meal, generally you'll get a shake that's going to be somewhere in the 25 to 30 grams, probably more like 30 grams of protein. So that's how you start out. And I really like to start off the morning strong. You want to have protein at each meal. Protein, fat, and fiber is what I call my satiety trifecta. I have it in both the Virgin diet and the Sugar Impact diet because protein's super thermic. Like if you look at most of the programs that are designed to help you burn fat, lose weight, they use protein because it's so much more satiating and it's more metabolic. So, or more thermic. So what that means is protein slows down stomach emptying. It helps you feel fuller longer and takes more to metabolize. So that's the first reason we like protein so much. Now, the reason we have fat in there is fat reduces inflammation. First of all, these are essential macronutrients. You must have protein. You must have fat. You must have water. You can live without carbs, by the way. But I think of fiber as another key macronutrient, especially for any kind of weight loss, detoxification, gut health, right? It's super key. So fat is going to trigger satiety signals to your brain from your small intestine to tell you that you're full. And then fiber from loads of non-starchy vegetables, a little bit of slow, low carbs, is also going to help stabilize your blood sugar, right? So all of these things work together and slows down stomach emptying. So I love to start with making sure you're getting protein in the morning, super important. So let's say you have a protein smoothie and you're getting somewhere in the 25 to 30 grams of protein. Depends on what kind of nut milk you use. I've been using this flax milk with a kind of a protein boost in it, along with my smoothie powder. Then let's say for lunch, you have a salad, and maybe you have a salad with lots of greens, cucumbers, you have chicken breast, you have little garbanzo beans, you throw in some walnuts. You're at 40 grams right there, like with that powerhouse salad. And then for dinner, you have some salmon, some wild salmon, say 6 ounces of that, some Brussels sprouts, and you have some wild rice, half a cup of wild rice, 2 cups of roasted Brussels sprouts. You're at 35 to 40 grams right there. So right there, we got you to 110 grams of protein. So I think it's actually easier than you realize. The key winners, of course, for protein, where you're going to get the most from, is going to be your protein smoothies. Make sure if you're not using my protein powder, first of all, use my protein powder. It's the best tasting, I swear. And we've got you covered whether you're plant-based or paleo. Make sure that you don't have something that's loaded with a ton of carbs, doesn't have a bunch of added sugar, right? Because you really want it to have clean protein that you could use every day that your body wouldn't develop an intolerance to. So protein powder, and then pastured chicken, pastured pork, grass-fed beef, grass-fed lamb, wild fish and shellfish. Those are the big hits of protein. And then you'll get some more from things like garbanzo beans and nuts and lentils and quinoa and wild rices, but that's going to be, way less. And generally any of those like beans and wild rice and quinoa are going to come with a lot of carbs, and nuts and seeds are going to come with a lot of fat. So it's not going to be the same as what you do when you get the cleaner, leaner protein sources. All right. But as you can see, you can get that protein in. It's really, you might actually already be doing it without even realizing it. All right. If you've got questions, I've got answers. Jump on over to Instagram, jj.virgin, DM me and leave a message. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to JJ. And you just do it at subscribe2jj.com. That way you never miss a daily dose. This is JJ with Ask the Health Expert. I do this 5 times a week, so make sure you never miss a show by going to subscribe2jj.com.